The pursuit of strength is a beautiful thing. It can show you that progress really is possible and that you can achieve a lot more than you ever expected. But most people quit right before strength even gets the chance to start. The reason why this happens is very simple, but there's genuinely a lot of depth to it. And the reason is doubt. And doubt is something that is far more dangerous than people realize, much more harmful, because one word of doubt, one utterance of a letter of doubt can sow a seed that can take someone's strength, or take someone's belief in themselves away for life. If you instill fear into them, and that fear is often projecting what people doubt in terms of themselves, if that is expressed, that can stop someone from pursuing something that they otherwise would have wanted to, which is unacceptable because these people have not lived a single second of your life. And the antidote to doubt is belief. I would a million times more be someone who's a bit naive, be someone who's a bit delusional, than be someone who has doubt and expresses that doubt towards others. Doubt is the most common emotion amongst those who quit early. And you see, if you want to achieve any kind of strength, you want to achieve any kind of ability or promise or capacity in anything, whether that's coding, whether it's music, whether it's fitness, whether it's your own creative pursuits, you can't quit when it comes to that. The only difference between you and someone who has that thing that you want, whether it's finances, relationships, fitness, health, is that they've been on a path and they've been on it for enough time. Certain things can make that path easier for them if they have support from others. Maybe they're in a more privileged or fortunate position when they start out. Maybe they have favorable genetics. That can always help. But ultimately, at the end of the day, that path is open for 99.9% of people. The only thing that stops those people from achieving it to be right on the cusp, and it's so frustrating because you're right on the cusp of achieving strength. You might just be a day away from unlocking your first handstand. You might be just a few weeks away from seeing what your body looks like when it's shredded. You might just be a few more hours of practice away from performing Clair de Lune on the piano without any mistakes. So never doubt, my bro. Support your boys. Realize that if you encourage them, if you motivate them, if you have this belief in yourself, belief in others, it's positive, it's contagious, it spreads. You can build yourself up in all of these different kinds of ways. You have confidence when it comes to fitness, when it comes to your health and strength. That can correspond, that can have other impacts when it comes to your belief in terms of your capacity to drive, when it comes to your belief in terms of your intelligence and the work that you can produce, in terms of your creative projects. Have belief in one thing and it will exist in many other things. But have doubt in one thing and that doubt will perforate. It will spread into all of the endeavors of your life. People who have this doubt, who harbor this doubt, who express it towards you, they can't really help it, because if you were in the same situation as them, you might have been just as much of a doubter as them. But the truth is that these kinds of people have no place to be in your life. They have not lived a second of it, and yet they make judgments. They have fear. They project their own insecurities and own beliefs onto you. These are all terrible things to do, especially considering the impact of words, considering just how much you can influence someone's trajectory. And if you find this kind of approach refreshing, to not have doubt or limits be something that is promoted, because in so many different areas, so many different places, you'll hear people speaking from negativity, speaking from doubt, speaking from fear, but the only things that would ever stop you are fear and distraction. So, doubt, which is the seed of fear, which is often the seed of distraction as well. Get rid of that, and you can achieve anything that you want to. You want to get your pull-ups to well over half your body weight. You want to be able to overcome issues of anterior pelvic tilt or poor mobility, which you might not have thought to be possible before. You want to overcome the limits to your mindsets, to your beliefs about what you can achieve. And if you want to have someone who doesn't have these doubts, who's someone who inspires you, who can teach you in a way that will never make you feel less than you are, then check out the top link in the description, book a call, and as always, remember bro, keep improving.